Hey, I'm Gabe.
And I'm Johnny. Today we'll talk about yet another awesome indie game, Hyper Light Drifter. Did you get any of that?
Okay, let's try to break down all the crazy stuff. You take control of this blue guy, a drifter, who travels around the remnants of fallen civilizations while being affected by some mysterious health condition and receiving some cozy dreams about gigantic apocalypse robots from a jackal deity that seems to be guiding you through your journey.
Games with a more hidden storyline have become more common in recent years, but this one manages to actually ditch all in-game text. Every dialogue is composed of a short sequence of images, and even when buying upgrades, everything is perfectly understandable just by the art itself.
Your immediate objective is to search the literal four corners of the world for triangle pieces and some giant pillars you need to activate to unlock some important looking elevator in the center of the whole map. Along the way, some people can tell you about the wars and civilizations that existed in each location in the past, or their own personal history.
But what's really going on in this world, and what your main goal is, are left somewhat ambiguous and a bit open to interpretation, without losing any of its impact and deepness, and can easily be completely ignored if you choose to do so, but you would be missing out.
Oddly enough, this may be one of the hardest games I've ever played.
Really? I thought it was pretty easy. Aside from that goddamn soccer minigame.
Well, anyway, it managed to balance its difficulty so well that in particular tight spots or bosses, usually after you kick the bucket 3 or 4 times and starts to seem unfair, you suddenly realize how you are supposed to tackle the situation and read the patterns of the enemies. It managed to do so without taking away this challenge and making you feel like you earned each victory.
When you fall in battle, you return to the beginning of the screen you fell, with your health packs and ammo restored as they were when you first entered. But so are any items you collected inside, holding your progress without being too punishing.
Aside from the occasional interaction with the environment through your robot buddy, you don't do much beyond slashing, shooting and dashing, even with the purchasable upgrades, just enhancing your already existing skills. Every move is precise and calculated without ever feeling stiff, and the slightest misstep can lead to your ass getting kicked.
You recharge your range ammunition by hitting things, so when there aren't any enemies around, you still have a reason to slash at any breakable objects scattered around. And health items aren't exactly scarce, but there aren't plenty either. They respawn when warping away, but so do the enemies, making you think strategically about the best time to use one, especially mid-combat, as healing leaves you vulnerable for a little while. Not to mention that if you get hit while healing, you waste your health pack and don't heal at all, so be careful.
Every single upgrade is optional, and are all bought in the main stores around the town at the center of the map. But only very specific enemies drop currency, so you have to search for boxes containing tiny coins or chip-like things around the world, with many of them in secret areas on hard-to-see corners. For every 4 chips collected, you get 1 credit, and upgrades cost at least 2, with most of them costing 3 credits. So be sure to check every nook and cranny and kill every single enemy you find.
The game rewards more curious players with all of its secrets, ranging from the chips, to extra health packs, keys to unlock doors, alternate outfits for both you and your flying robot buddy, and even some mysterious monoliths that you can translate fast-style to get a bit more lore. Once you know what to look for, most of those secret areas are a lot easier to find, and become second nature to look for them while adventuring. And if you're having a hard time, you can recruit a friend to help you in co-op mode.
It's amazing how its visuals can be so simplistic and detailed at the same time. Most things are composed of minimalist shapes with the simplest of shadings, and it still manages to capture the essence of the materials it's portraying, with the occasional intricate detailed designs, especially in the machinery, complementing the art style perfectly.
The animations are seamless and smooth, with the occasional beautiful full-screen pixel animated cutscenes.
The soundtracks really helps to sell the whole thing. It seamlessly transitions from one song to another to perfectly set the theme of the areas as you explore, becoming more intense or calm dynamically as the situation demands.
Alex Preston wanted to leave his mark in the world and express his struggles with his own heart condition that can be fatal at any point. He founded a game studio aptly named Heart Machine, and sure accomplished what he set out to do.
In each new area you enter, it's clear how much passion and hard work was put into this project, making the game not only fun and engaging to play, but also really emotional to see and listen to.
There's also some replay value to the game, since when you beat it, you unlock 2 different modes, a new game plus with less health and every ability already unlocked from the get-go, and the new game alternative, in which you play as a different character who has a different fighting style and less health.
Well, that will be all for today. If you like this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to our channel. It helps a lot more than you think.
And if you want more, you can click here to check our last review about the game Abzu, or if you're in the mood for something different than reviews, you can click here to check our last Theory of Zelda video, in which we talk about the Oranges of the Twilight from Twilight Princess.
See you next time.
Bye!